Okay, I don't want to talk about Bigfoot, but we can if you want. You got any other kind of creatures?
I have a story, but you go first if you want, because the story's a funny story.
You have it in mind. Go ahead.
All right, so I was in South Dakota with my great uncle Joe. I went up to South Dakota with two of my buddies when I was in football. We were on our bye week for football, and so me and the safety for our team and his little brother all drove up to South Dakota with my mom, and their mom too. Their mom came, but my mom and their mom wanted to stay and not go fishing with us. But my uncle Joe was like, "I'm taking all these boys fishing with me." I think I was 14. And so when you're driving in South Dakota to go fishing, you're driving through a lot of just plains and fields and a lot of the reservation, the Native American reservation. And it's just black as night there. There's no city lights. There's no light bleed in the sky. You can see all the stars. It's amazing, but it is kind of scary. So we were driving through the plains. We had gotten done fishing. We got a bucket full. We got our limit in the backseat of walleye. And my uncle goes, "Did you guys ever hear about Bigfoot?" I'm going to do his voice. That sounds like him. We're like, "Yeah, we know about Bigfoot." He's like, "You know he's real, right?" Like, "No, he's not." He's like, "No, he is. He lives here. He lives here in the Black Hills." Like, "No, he doesn't." He's like, "Let me tell you when I was a kid and I saw him." And so he told this elaborate story that I don't remember, but we believed it. Like, he told this story and he goes, "And it all started when the car battery turned off when I was a kid, and the car just stopped in the middle of the road, and it was pitch black night, just like tonight. That's what made me think of it." And so that's how the story started, blah, 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 blah. After he tells the story, we're like, "There's no way." And my buddy in the backseat's like, "No, there's no way." Like, he had this high-pitched voice. It was great fun being up there with him because he's a funny kid. But anyway, "No way, it's not real." And like, we're going over this hill and driving through, and it's very dark. And all of a sudden he goes, "Uh-oh." And the car like starts slowing down and the lights flicker on his headlamp. He's like, "Oh no, what's happening?" I was like, "Stop it. We know what you're doing." He's like, "I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. Oh no, this is reminding me of something." And I watch him flip the lights off.
Yeah, I remember this, I think.
Yeah. And then I watch him turn the car off. And like it's very dark, and we're rolling down this hill in the black of night, and we go, "Oh, what's happening?" He's like, "I'm not doing that." You know, we're like, "I know you're doing that, Joe, stop it." And they're in the backseat. "We know you're doing that. You can't, you're not scaring us." And like, we're just kind of scared. Yeah. And then he's like, "Boys, I don't know what's happening." We roll to a stop on this road. He goes, "Maybe one of you should get out." I'm like, "No, I don't want to get out." Like, "You get out. We got to take a look at what's going on in this van and the truck or whatever we were driving." And he goes, I'll go take a look at the hood. But you guys watch my back, and if you see anything, you yell." And so he opens the car door, and then he did something, but we heard like this snap sound, like a twig step, and he goes, "Oh!" And he slammed the door, and we all, "Oh!" We all screamed too. He scared us so bad. It was all him, like, obviously screwing with us, but
funny.
I think about it, and the feelings of fear were real. He did a good job of like I even saw him like turning lights. I was like, "That's not me." He's such a liar. It was fun though.
I wish I knew how the SpongeBob story went. Who was flickering the lights? That's the only part I remember. A scary story at stage with a flickering light.
Yeah, he did a great job. I was like, I want to be able to tell scary stories when I grow up to kids, like in 14-year-old kids, and scare them. That's what I want to do.
That's the kind of thing my grandpa would do, kind of to give you an idea. But he wouldn't. He would never admit to it even after the fact.
Oh, he'd
just be smug about like
yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Yeah, my Uncle Joe he did not attest that he was faking the whole time. Yeah. He got, "Oh, it's back on, thank God. Oh, I was so scared. You guys, you saw the Bigfoot. You saw the Yeti." We're like, "No, we didn't. That was you 100%. "No, I wouldn't lie to you. That was not me." Anyway, it was great. I thought it was so funny. Looking back, I was like the funniest, like funny, scary thing that somebody was trolling us with. It was good fun. That's what I think of when I think of Bigfoot now. It's just him. The Yeti's real. The Yeti. The Bigfoot. That's how we talk.